Going to talk about our assignment of the leadership subject, Team Simulation Everest. This is Rebecca, and this is our overview. And about our team, we are a group of 5, and we have in the team the leader, doctor, photographer, marathon runner, and environmentalist. And we are going to the Everest. So our team is composed by Marjorie, Marcelo, Diana, Rebecca, and Wei Ping. And now Wei Ping will explain about our introduction.
Hello everyone, my name is Wei Ping. I'm playing the marathoner in the Mount Everest simulation. In the simulation, each of these roles would contribute unique challenges and objectives, and the success of the team would depend on effective cooperation, strategy, decision making, and skillful execution of tasks. Such simulation can provide valuable insights into the complexities and risks associated with mountaineering and highlight the importance of teamwork and responsible for the practices. I'm a phenomenal world-class marathon runner, having won the New York, London, and Chicago marathons in the past 5 years. I'm in top physical condition. I was very proud in the beginning that I played such a role, winning a lot of awards. However, I also know that as a marathon runner, it is extremely important for my career that I don't get frostbites in my feet and toes. Therefore, I will be responsible for predicting the weather at each camp before deciding whether or not to hike ahead. The marathoner is a highly skilled and experienced climber who aim to complete the ascent of Mount Everest in record time. They are exceptionally fit and determined, pushing their physical limits to accomplish the climb in the fastest possible manner. The marathoner's role adds an element of speed and challenge to the expedition. Our group ran twice simulation in the very beginning of the first round. I did not know that I can get the weather information prediction from our team members. Therefore, I made a wrong decision and caused the wrong move for everyone. With knowing that I need to try to avoid rescuing from the others, I was rescued by our physician and became the first one who back into the base camp. The whole task should fulfill by every single role in the simulation so that we can finally aim to reach the summit. In the second round, everyone learned that every member has pieces of important day information, and one decision can affect the whole task. Furthermore, we were much more aware of how to make better decisions and try to be more collaborative in the simulation round. These reflect in our life no matter at work, activities, or projects, which need team members' collaboration. Even though we did not reach the summit, but we reached better results with everyone stay in a good health condition. This could again reflect to our daily life. We will work better after communication, tactically build team harmony. That's the main point of the simulation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marcelo, and I'm going to talk about the topic 3, simulation journey and team dynamics. We are a team of 5 climbers beginning our journey at the base of Mount Everest. Excited about the challenge that awaited us, we analyzed the roads, studied the weather conditions, and planned the climb. The decision was made to go to the traditional route, which is the safest but also the slowest. Uh, Day 1, Base Camp. Upon arriving at base camp, we rested and then established a schedule for the rest of the journey. Considering the individual and collective goals, that we should achieve during the journey. After the doctor checked the team's physical conditions and the marathoner runner predicted a favorable climate in Camp 1, all team members decided to ascend to Camp 1. Day 2, Camp 1. The group arrived at Base Camp 1 after facing some areas with unstable ice and controlled avalanches. At that point, the leader held a meeting with the team about the health conditions of all the members and the weather forecast for the Camp 2. Considering the schedule and the objective to be accomplished together, we made the decision to ascend quickly to Camp 2 and there taking an extra break to ensure safer acclimatization and meet some individuals' team goals. Day 3, Camp 2. The team reached Base Camp 2 at dusk. At this point, we face a crucial choice: continue to the climb at dusk and with the weather somewhat unavoidable, or opt for an additional break. In a quick meeting with the team, the leader reviewed the journey's schedule and the objectives to be met and identified that some objectives, along with the team, need to physically and mentally recompose individuals could be achieved by remaining in Camp 2. Day 4. Stay at Camp 2. The team woke up excited by reaching the summit soon. The leader, together with the photographer, took the opportunity to fulfill some of the sponsors' commitments and took some photos for advertising campaigns, and in parallel, the team's doctor worked on his study research which suggests that the first day break helps in the physical and mental recovery of the team, which proved to be a wise decision as the team's photographers who had a debilitating headache from the altitude. Fully recovered after another group of climbers offered her water to hydrate her, allowing her to carry out advertising campaigns with the leader. Finally, the team headed to Camp 3 toward the summit. Day 5, Camp 3. After two tough and grueling nights, the team reached Camp 3. The excitement and sense of accomplishment was palpable, but an information for the team coming down the mountain has informed everyone on our team that a short section of rope between Camp 3 and Camp 4 has been damaged and may be unsafe to use. The damaged section of rope covers the yellow bed. Then we were asked by another team ahead of us in the mountain to help them calculate how much rope is needed to repair the damaged section. Unfortunately, we did a wrongly calculation and we could not offer the rope enough to fix the issues, and because that we had to stay one more day at Camp 3, expecting the rope issue could be fixed by another climbing team. Meanwhile, our team was recovering physical conditions. Day 6. Stay Camp 3. After the difficult decision to remain in Camp 3, in the morning we received the news that the problem with the rope had been resolved. However, we knew that the journey was not over yet, and the most of the team was still in poor physical and mental conditions. And as the doctor did not have suppliers to attend to everyone, we had to make a very risky decision, which was to continue with all the team heading to Camp 4. As we would have to arrive at Camp 4 at the stipulated time to be able to climb to rock face called Hillary Step. Finally, the team moved to Camp 4. We faced a steep and challenging climb with strong winds and extremely low temperatures, which ended up delaying the leader's team achieve. Day 7, Camp 4. The team finally reached the Camp 4, but frustrated that we did not correctly calculate the time we would need to leave in order for everyone to safely clear the Hillary step, submit, and return to Camp 4. The team came together and reflected on the arduous journey and the tough decisions we had to make along the way. Although they faced some setbacks, all decisions were made with the safety and well being of all team members in mind. Teamwork, patience, and caution were essential for everyone each came for safely, but unfortunately it was not possible, to complete the journey to the summit of Mount Everest. Um, Furthermore, the next point is discuss how information was shared with the team. Our team shared most of the information during the climbing process to Camp 3 about the health conditions, weather, and adverse situations that occurred during the journey. Unfortunately, during the climb, some physical and mental conditions of the team members become impaired at the same time, making it possible for the doctor to take care of the entire team at the same time, forcing the leader to make the decision to stay an extra day in field 3 in order for the whole team to recover. Also, due to the mental conditions of the team, some members did not provide some important information in the leader's decision making, such as informing about the health condition in advance, or some key information could be used by leader to fix the problem happening between camps 3 and 4, and then we could not waste another day in camp 3.
Hi, my name is Daiane, and I will talk about the topic 4, common information, effect, and decisions bias. So, during our expedition to Everest, to try to reach the collective and individual objectives, many decisions were taken. All were decided as a group, prioritizing team members who had a health issue and what prevented us from advancing to the next level. There were some manifestation of cause effect and consistent information bias were that of we all think of better alternatives individually. We prefer to work in a group for the good of the group and per member. These decisions, made based on decisions relevant only to the group and individual weakness, resulted in the no achievement of the established objective both as a team and as individual. Here is an example of one of the decisions we need to make in a group while respecting the individual and the group as a whole. For example, we have a situation. We make a decision and we have a reason that we consider relevant. When we were all together at Camp 2, the photographer presented mental health risk. The temperature was too low for the next day, and if we advanced to Camp 3, he would not resist. So our group decided that we stay one more day in Camp 2 so that he could recover, and then we would go to Camp 3 the next day. And this way, the photographer was able to recover, and we all head to Camp 3. points that impacted the results, points that were common information effect and decision bias. We have here four important points. First, we ignore individual experience. Some individual experiences, knowledge, or unique perspectives were not shared. Considering that the common information shared by all was sufficient to make a decision. This could lead to missed opportunities or blind spots in the decision-making process. Number two, emphasizing shared data over what is needed. The team may have relied heavily on general information that is available to all members, such as weather forecasts, road forecasts, or common statistics about the climate. As a result, they may have failed to consider specific factors that were not widely known but that could have influenced their choice. 3. Groupthink. Although we understood what we could do individually, afraid of affecting the goals as a team, everyone followed the group decision, which may have led to compliance, preventing us from exploring other alternative options. The last point is lack of true analysis. Due to the team's tendency to focus on readily available information, they may have performed less in-depth analysis on the situation, leaving out important details that could have influenced their decisions.
So let's talk about the impacts on solution finding during the process. At first, we didn't understand about the information if we need to share or not with the group. And at the beginning, me, photographer, should stay more days in Camp 2 and be follow the leader, but we didn't align the expectations and we didn't know how to process. But it was very interesting because another thing it was the issues that we discover about our health, that we tried not to mention the group, but after we share, and it was very important to everyone knows or what was happening. And we we understand it was very very important to share every information with the group because the communication it was our best ally, so we understand all the points and we could follow everyone together, especially in the second attempt. And now the leader will explain about the leadership and decisions making.
Hello, my name is Marjorie, and today I'll talk about my experience as a team leader of the Everest Simulation. In the Everest Simulation, the leader's main tasks were to motivate the team, provide guidance, resolve conflicts, and work towards achieving the group's goals. During the simulation, we experienced teamwork, where each member had their own objectives, but we needed to collaborate constantly to achieve the group's goals. Managing and coordinating individuals with different ideas, desires, and thoughts was not easy. I believe everyone had similar decision-making abilities and roles within the team. In your first attempt, we faced challenges in understanding each other, exchanging information, and making the right decisions. Due to conflicts of opinions, communication barriers, lack of crucial information sharing, and ineffective leadership, we were all rescued midway through the simulation. Initially, we played more as individual, but soon realized that success could only be achieved if we were united and shared the information provided throughout the game. In the first simulation, conflicts arose because each member focused on their own objectives, without considering the common goal. I admit that I lost some control over the team, leading to a bit of chaos in our activity. Information was not being properly shared to the group, and at times the activity was not taken seriously, resulting in a difficulty following simple instructions. During our second attempt, we managed to reach Camp 4, but due to time constraints, we couldn't reach the summit. In the second attempt, we carefully analyzed each step to ensure success in this task. As a leader, I tried to adopt a democratic leadership style for most decisions. However, when a consensus could be reached, I analyzed the situation and made the best decision at the moment. The atmosphere during the second simulation was different because everyone understood that there were rules to be followed, and despite individual goals, we had to work together to achieve common objectives. Despite adopting a more democratic approach, I noticed that they still waited for my approval before making a decision and valued my agreement with their opinions. Therefore, this decision-making process in the second simulation was composed of a long-winded discussion among group members, followed by a vote through a raise of hands. If consensus was not reached, I personally spoke to the group member and explained the decision. In the end, we failed again during the second simulation, but we had a better outcome and working environment compared to the first attempt. I believe that if we had opted for a third attempt, we could have reached the summit and obtained a higher score. During the second simulation, despite maintaining a democratic leadership style, I became more assertive, clarifying the purpose of the simulation. Considering the challenges we faced in the first simulation, where disagreements and wrong decisions caused tension among group members, we improved significantly during the second attempt, achieving better results. Thank you.
So to finish, let's share a little bit about the lessons that we learned and the applications. Teamwork and communication. It was very important, and Marcelo will explain a little bit more about this topic.
Hi, this is Marcelo again. Now I'm going to talking about the topic 7, lessons learned and application. Um, as a team, we figured it out three main characteristics and very important skills, not to be used exactly during a journey to Mount Everest, but also can be used in everywhere you work in or you live in. Is very helpful tips. First of all, teamwork and communication. Climbing Everest often involves teamwork, cooperation, and open communication. The ability to work together effectively, support each other, and share information is crucial both in climbing and most real life endeavors. Goal settings and focus. This is also a very important point. Climbing Everest requires a clear goal and unwavering focus to achieve it. Setting goals and staying committed are essential components of summary. Finally, adaptability and flexibility. Climbing conditions on Everest can change rapidly. Being adaptable and flexible is responsible to an unexpected situation is essential for success. In summary, applying these skills in real-world team scenarios require intentional effort from both team leaders and members. By fostering teamwork, setting clear goals, remaining adaptable, and promoting effective communication, teams can overcome challenges, capitalize on opportunities, and achieve their objectives successfully.
So everything was very important to finish this journey and it was a very interesting moment working together with the team. And we will upload this video on YouTube. Hope you like it. Subscribe, enjoy it, and thank you guys so much. See you in the next journey of Everest. Thank you.